Hey everybody, Mark Herman, aka LA Bengal fan on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, repping the Bengals for the AFC Northerners. Well, here we are at Steeler Week, but let's cover a little bit of news and then we'll get into previewing, a little bit of previewing of the game coming up this Sunday. Bengals were flexed to prime time with their Kansas City game in Week 7. I was really enjoying flying under the radar and being disrespected by the networks and by the league. I'm okay with that. I want this team playing with a chip on their shoulder. But it's a little earlier than I thought it would happen, but we got flexed now. It's the network's only shot, and I get it. I mean, you had the Rams-Niners, Week 7 Sunday night. That's a snoozer game. Now that Garoppolo and you see the Rams at 5-0. Those are two teams going in opposite directions this year. With respect to who practiced today, Bowling and Croft did not practice. We need Bowling for the game this week. We need every offensive lineman, and he's one of our more competent offensive linemen on the left side with Cordy Glenn. So we definitely need him. Ross was limited in practice, but did return to practice today. And Preston Brown was also limited. We need him back. We saw Hardy Nickerson trying to cover a running back, and we do not want that. We want Brown back. And obviously Gio's out, which hurts our pass protection, because he is not only does he catch the ball well, but he's a great pass blocking running back. So it's going to hurt to not have him, but he's out another week. We did get Mixon back. I am wearing my Corey Dillon. This is a Corey Dillon jersey. So and it is black jerseys this week, guys and gals. So that's the color combination. You want black for this week. Let's get into the Steeler game. The Steeler weeks are always different than any other weeks. We've lost 6 of our last 6 to the Steelers. We've lost 9 of our last 10. Recently, whenever we've won the division, we've beaten the Steelers at least one time during the season when we won the division. So if we really, really want to make a statement and kind of separate ourselves from the pack, this is a very important game. We need to win one of the next 2. And I would much rather have it be at home against the Steelers and send the Steelers into their bye week 2-3-1. But and I don't want to make the Kansas City game a must-win game. If we don't win on Sunday, there's a good chance we're staring at a 4-3 record when we're coming home to play Tampa Bay before our bye. Not the end of the world, but certainly we would much rather be 5-1 and really put some separation. If this team wants to show that they're different than the other Bengal teams, this is a week you do it. This is a week you do it. You approach the game, you keep your head together, and just methodically go out there and execute and not lose the game on mental errors or anything like that. They really, really, really need to keep their heads together this week and treat this like any other game, but get out there and do what you do. So Pitt's desperate, and that's what frightens me. Pitt absolutely has to win this game. They're going into their bye week. They cannot afford another division loss. They just can't. They've got a tie with the Browns. They've lost to the Ravens. If they get another division loss, they're literally dead on the tiebreakers. And they'll be 2-3-1 going into their bye. So this is a game where we could really, really deliver a significant body shot to the Steelers, and I would really like to see it. Pittsburgh blocked a punt against Atlanta. We had a punt blocked against Atlanta. So we can expect some serious pressure on our punter. I mean, it's kind of like when a guy fumbles, everybody starts trying to strip the ball. Well, we've already shown that our special teams is suspect. We gave up a punt return last week to Miami, and we had a punt blocked in Atlanta. Special teams is going to have to pick it up. I mean, it was horrible. We can't give away cheap scores like this. And we have to get out of the box better than we did against Miami. If we fall back 14 or 17-0, the Steelers aren't going to blow that lead in the second half. They're just not. So we have to play punch for punch. Keep this a close game. Win this game. Win this game at home. DBs, please hold the ball. If we get a chance to intercept a ball from Ben, let's make the interception. Really, really important. Because when you give that batter, let's take a baseball analogy, you give that batter a 4th or a 5th strike, they always burn you. So let's hold on to the football. Typically, these are lower scoring games. But both of these defenses have been very suspect this year. So I'm thinking this is going to be, and the offenses have looked very stout. The Steelers more recently in the last couple weeks getting it together. They're on the road. They don't play as well on the road. Ben doesn't play as well on the road. Let's jump out on an early lead and let's score often here. Really, really need to do that. I do see this as a higher scoring game, like I was saying. And so I am going to predict 31-24 Cincinnati winning this week. So that's going to be my prediction. In the last video, I want to apologize. A couple people called me out on it. I did not do my typical sign-off. I just absolutely forgot. Believe me, I wish I don't have to do this sign-off. I would like at the end of this year, I can retire one or both of these sign-offs. Because I know I always say, fuck Marvin Lewis till we win a playoff game. I want to win a playoff game this year and not be able to say that anymore. And I say, fuck Mike Brown till we get back to the Super Bowl. Let's get back to the Super Bowl. I would love to retire those. I haven't changed my attitude. I just forgot the sign-off last week, so you got it here. Let's go win Steeler Week. I will have a recap up after the game. And as always, I will say, Hoo-day to everybody out in Hoo-day Nation. Let's win Sunday. Important week. We can really show everybody we are a different team by winning this Sunday. Take care, everybody.